What's up guys, welcome back to Quinko Tech. Today we will be looking at one very spoiled kid who thinks a $1,000 a month allowance is not enough, and instead he wants $1,500 so he can keep on purchasing overpriced designer clothes. But before we start, please subscribe, hit the bell and turn on post notification to be notified when a new video is posted, and please like this video to support the channel. Without further ado, let's jump right into it.
You say that you don't think you're spoiled. Why not?
I'm not spoiled at all. I just feel like I deserve the lifestyle that I have and my allowance should be raised more. I don't see that as being spoiled.
You know this guy hasn't ever worked a job in his life. But since he is the quote king of his house, he deserves where he's at. And it's definitely not just because his mom is rich and enables him into being a brat by buying him anything he wants. He gets $1,000 a month allowance just for existing and not doing anything beyond that. And he's advocating that he should get $1,500 a month, since you know he lives a very lavish lifestyle.
Why do you believe that you deserve this? You're entitled to it.
I deserve this because my parents are stressful, especially my mom.
They're stressful?
Yes, they stress me out.
It's stressful to only be able to buy one pair of designer shoes a month. I can only imagine that. And that's why he hates his mom. And he thinks she should give him way more money than he gets right now. Even though you'd probably have to work a full-time job a whole month just to earn this much. But nah, I just want to sit around at home and go shopping when I'm bored.
They stress you out?
Yes.
How do they do that?
I get wrinkles in my face.
Because of the stress?
Yes.
This kid is claiming the stress that his mom gives him causes him wrinkles. Like seriously. So that's why he needs this $1,500 a month for allowance. You know what's like a good trade-off in his eyes? He lives a stressful, insanely tough life. And meanwhile, his mom gets to compensate him with more money than I ever made at my jobs. The funny thing is, he can't even pronounce half of these brands he is rushing to buy. Like I guarantee he just saw some famous rapper, probably Lil Pump, and some expensive stuff and wanted it. He'd be like, bro, I'm about to cap so much drip. Yes, dude, I'm about to be dripping. Which is the worst because he doesn't even know how to dress. Most likely kids like this that are spoiled beyond belief. They really just trigger me sometimes. And I don't know why.
How do they stress you? What is it that they do that causes you to be stressed?
Trying to stop me from shopping. Shopping is my therapy.
I swear if my mom stops me from going to Saks Fifth one more time, I'm going to flip. How do you expect me to graduate high school with all this stress and pressure weighing down on me? It's so obvious that he has not worked for anything in his life. And he's entitled to getting this money just in order to blow it on clothes and make him look rich even though he's far from it.
But you said you don't want your drip to be corny.
Yeah.
What the hell is that? What is your drip?
This is drip right here, $1,000, Louboutins.
Sneakers with the spikes have not been drip since like 2012, dude. I could tell this kid does not know a single thing about dressing and just spends on whatever is expensive. I love that Dr. Phil asks him what the word drip even means, because back in the day, that meant a very different thing. It's just a way to explain your look, but this guy just goes and buys whatever the heftiest price tag is on. So it's funny to me that he's talking about it like he's some sort of fashion ambassador when it could not be more of the opposite.
I just like designer stuff. If it's not designer, I'm not going to wear it.
Yeah, I like hair, but I don't have any.
He doesn't wear anything that isn't designer, and probably thinks lesser of people that don't own a Javante book bag or Rolex. Like dude, do you understand that without your crazy mom that somehow has an extra grand to be giving you each month you would not have any of this, you'd be a normal kid with no personality. He's clearly using this stuff as a way to make himself feel validated and feel important and cool. And like he has a sense of style. But bro, to be honest, you're just being an overpriced brat, and should be thankful that your mom somehow care enough to give you that money.
His mom is always at work, but is he willing to take a smaller allowance or no allowance so she doesn't have to work as much?
No, I'm not.
Dr. Phil just exposed this kid with that question here. He's really shown his true colors. He basically said, if you claim that you have to shop because you're stressed, and because you don't get to see your mom because she's always working, would you be okay with aching less of an allowance or even no allowance, so that she could work less, and she doesn't have to make that extra $1,000 a month to give to you? And he straight up just said no, I want the money instead of her having to stay home. This must have hurt her heart. Her own child would prefer to have her work every day just to finance his unnecessary shopping habits.
When you graduate high school at the end of the year, your allowance will be cut off.
Oh no.
You're going to have to work a job or 2 jobs.
I don't know why y'all clapping. Oh.
I don't know if she's gonna really come through with that. She could just be all talk right now for the show. And then when the cameras are off, she changes her mind and goes back to her ways of enabling him. But I really do hope that she actually cuts off his allowance. I think she should cut it off immediately though, not when he graduates.
You're living in a small bedroom in your house and he's in the master suite. Who pays for this house?
I do.
How do you allow your child that's in high school to be living in the master bedroom of your house free of charge, while you pay all the other bills, and giving him $1,000 a month to spend on clothes and other stupid stuff that he doesn't need? Kids like this never grow up, and one day something will happen where life really slaps this guy in the face, and he's not going to be ready. So when he has no work experience or work ethic at all, and he's faced with the responsibility of earning his own money and paying his own bills, he's going to be in a world of hurt.
He stole my credit card and charged up $300 to $400.
You know, there's a term that describes that behavior. It's called felony.
So this kid actually just admitted that if his mom ever cut off his allowance, he would just go and steal her credit card and commit fraud in order to keep buying these clothes. I don't know where this mom went wrong when raising this kid, because I don't think any child should want their mom to be working very hard just so that they can purchase $1,000 shoes and get a $1,500 allowance each month. That is a lot of money for a high school kid. If you look at it, if this kid was smart, he could be investing this money to make a lot more, then he can spend as much as he wants. But instead, he prefers his mom to be working day in day out, so he can just sit on his bum doing nothing, and just collect $1,000 to $1,500 a month. Okay, so that is it for today guys. I hope this video was helpful. Comment below and let me know your thoughts about this kid, and if he should get that allowance raise. Remember to hit the bell and turn on post notification to be notified when new videos are out, and please subscribe to this channel for many more great quick review videos.